Alright, so like I already established, Cloud's Burst is the final level in the run, in the category. This is honestly actually a pretty easy level as well. It's really straightforward. There's not really that much in terms of skips. What we're going to be doing is, the very first thing we're going to be doing in the level, as soon as it loads up, we're going to be just heading into this area where we would normally, where we have to rescue all these dwarves. Now, in any percent, you know that you would be able to skip them, but in all quests, unfortunately, we can't. However, there is one really nice thing that we can do to save a little bit of time, and that is, if goblins don't know that you're behind them, they actually will die in, like, one hit, so it's really easy to just kill them in one hit by, like, approaching them from behind and just attacking them. That is, of course, only if they don't know you're there. As you can see, they take a lot more damage when they don't know you're there, which is why it saves so much time to come up behind them and attack them from behind them. But yeah, once you've killed all the goblins, you want to go and climb up this ladder. And this is where you're going to notice the most annoying thing about this level, which is the lag. There's a lot of it. Especially in this area, I'd constantly just try to keep my camera above my head. But yeah, you want to climb those stairs. You don't have to cross this gap at all. You can just long jump over to the right and continue on. This next area, we're going to climb up these steps and get a call from someone for help. What we have to do is we have to go and kill a goblin and then activate a machine. There are going to be a bunch of barrels just falling toward us. They can be really annoying to deal with. These can also be really annoying to deal with. If you kind of just jump at them, eventually you'll be able to get over them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill this goblin and then attempt to interact with the switch. I'm not sure what causes the switch to work the way it does, but for some reason half the time I just can't interact with it. But that switch causes that barrel to fly and break that wall. We're going to head through that wall now. Generally, I wouldn't be too worried about health, but a lot of these goblins can do a huge amount of damage to you. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be rescuing Corwin. Obviously, you have to just fight off these goblins in order to do that. These goblins don't quite work the same. They do take a lot of damage from just general attacks, but they don't quite work the same, where if you sneak up to them, they'll take a lot more damage. They don't quite work that same way. Or not as well, anyway. So you kind of just want to fight them off the best you can. 3 cutscenes there for you to skip. And once you've done that, once you've killed all the goblins, we're just going to continue progressing onward. I generally recommend trying to get through this area with the ring. Not because I'm worried about my damage, but just because there's so many goblins in this area. And if one of them hits you, it can end up losing you a considerable amount of time. But once you get through that area, just long jump down here. Skip those 2 cutscenes, climb up these stairs. Now this goblin right here is evil. He can see you from as far as, like, this far away. And he's hit me with an arrow and killed a run before. So I generally just wear my ring all the way through there, just so that that doesn't happen. Long jump down here, and you'll trigger a cutscene with Gandalf. Skip the cutscene, and head through here. If you skip the cutscene at the exact right time, you'll actually get to see Gandalf running. I'm not sure what timing that is, or how to pull it off consistently, but that is a thing that I wanted to point out. Anyway, the rest of the level, or for a minute, the level is going to be pretty similar to any percent here for a minute. We're going to be heading down into this area. Talking to Liana, of course, and then just skipping by her to do the lift skip. Obviously, there's a machine that you're supposed to fix, but even in all quests, you don't have to fix it because it's not a quest. You can just jump up and interact with the barrel. And even if you can't get the barrel, you can always jump up from the lift and grab the ladder and climb up that way, which is a strat that a lot of people use now. I'm going to go ahead and save because obviously the goblins out here can be a bit finicky. But there's only a little bit more left to level. Like I said, this level is really straightforward. There's not really that much that I see myself needing to explain about it. We're gonna head across this way, cross all of these gaps, hope the goblins don't maul us to death. We're good. And now we're gonna be climbing up here, heading to this next area. And if you've run any percent, this part is going to be really, really easy. You already know exactly how to do this part. You just throw a stone from about here. The way I line it up is I find these two small boards. These two right here. As you can see, they're considerably smaller than the boards around them. You stand in between those two boards. You stand about right here. You aim about right here all the way up and a little bit to the right of this thing, but not as far to the right as this pillar, about right here. And you throw a rock. And if you aim right, that rock should hit the barrel. Now what we're going to be doing, and this is where the level takes a little bit of a detour from any percent. Because if you know the any percent route, you know that you would come up here and you would go out of bounds right here. Unfortunately, we can't fully do that in all quests, or we can't fully realize it the same way that we do in any percent, because we have to go down here and trigger the cutscene in order to be able to finish all the quests. So the way that I like to do this is I like to go out of bounds. I'm going to be setting my clipboard position out of bounds here. Just for a brief moment, because this is going to make it a lot easier. But like I said, we do have to hit the cutscene down here. So I'm going to be navigating forward to hit the cutscene, and then I'm actually going to be navigating in reverse back to the save pedestal and doing a pedestal warp. Even if you are not great at pedestal warps, this is one of them that's similar to the Flies and Spiders one, where it's faster than the other fast routes by a considerable margin, even if you mess up the warp a whole bunch of times. Plus, you've got a pretty lenient amount of time here. Bjorn is incredibly slowly dying. Like, incredibly slowly. Don't know why I can't get this. It might be from this corner, actually. Whatever you do, you don't want to try the pedestal clip warp from the back corner. Because that corner, if you do attempt it from that corner, you'll actually get a whole bunch of lag. There we go. Yeah, it was definitely that corner that I wanted to do it from. But yeah, once you warp back up here, you just do the exact thing that you do at the end of the any percent run. Which is, of course, all of this nonsense. Climbing up this, boosting onto this little fence thing, and using that to climb over and hit the final barrel. And at long last, you have completed all of the quests in the game. So yeah, I'm not going to watch the whole cutscene because it's boring. But that is the all quest route. Again, if you have any questions, just let me know. We do have an active Discord that you can post in, or you can just comment here on the videos. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and good luck running all quests. Current world record at the time of recording this video is, I believe, a 1 hour, 8 minute, and 2 second time. I'm going for a 1 hour and 7 minute time, which is definitely possible with these routes. And if you find any improvements to the routes, obviously let me know, because we can always save more time. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.